I believe that the votes that President Osmani took while she was part of the Vetëvendosje list were part of a bigger, let's say, atmosphere that was created back in 2021, and the tandem created between her and Mr. Kurti is what attracted that number of votes. So I don't really expect that these votes are going to return to either of the parties, in a sense that the people that voted Vetëvendosje were of a broader group rather than just the parties themselves. So although Vetëvendosje, according to most of the polls, seems to be leading in terms of the potential election results, I expect that the other parties will not be able to generate support and to get the, let's say, votes from what Osmani collected back in 2021. Because in one hand, regardless of the current situation between the relations of Kurti and Osmani, it's still not that Mrs. Osmani has, let's say, given any sign that, or has directed these voters to her former party, in this case LDK. And LDK has not worked enough, in my opinion, to get back the votes that they lost over Osmani's move to Vetëvendosje. Basically, and according to the constitution, Osmani should not and must not support any of the political parties, because that's the only way she can ensure fulfilling her constitutional mandate of being the unity, let's say, factor of the nation, and not to support specific parties. On the other hand, I believe that Mr. Osmani has no actual power over the voters, although what she could do is eventually harm Kurti's support if the current clash between him and her continue being such publicly and let's say widely being shown by both parties. So I just expect her stance over the topics that might be taking place, such as the opening of the bridge, or the relations between government and the United States administration, to be as a topic that will indirectly influence the voters by knowing that Mrs. Osmani has a stance which is basically refusal to any sort of, let's say, sovereignist move without consultation and coordination with the partners that Kosovo has.